Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris, owner of JVM Motorsports. These days, it seems like conflict and division are everywhere. So having a family you can count on is more important than ever. Here at JVM, that's just what our sales and associates are. A family that loves motorsports. And that's why most of our employees have been with us for years. And it's how they'll treat you too, just like family. Because a family that rides together stays together. JVM Motorsports, we're not just a dealership, we're a destination.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
Well, good evening and welcome into Eastern Kentucky University McBriar Arena. William Warfield alongside the coach, Tony Wise. And, Coach, we got a good one here tonight as we got Frankfort taking on Lexington Christian Academy in a rematch of the All-A Classic state tournament that was played on this very court.
Yeah, you got two contrasting styles that, Frankfort's very, not as big as LCA, much quicker, much more athletic, but the size of LCA gave them problems in the finals of that 11th Regional All-A tournament. So we'll see what kind of adjustments have been made in the last month.
LCA coming into this ball game, Coach. They have won, it looks like 18 of their last 19 games. This is according to Josh Moore, who wrote a nice article on the tournament, giving you a little preview of the tournament. But only 2 losses in 2018 were to Lexington Catholic. It looks like out of the recent few weeks anyway. But they bounced back. They ended up beating Lexington Catholic when it counted in the district.
Yeah, you know, look at their schedule. Their last loss to a non-Lexington Catholic team was Louisville Fairdale in the Kentucky King of the Bluegrass in Louisville in December 22nd. So basically, one team has beat them in the last 2 months. That's pretty impressive.
Carter Hendrickson, one of the big stars there for Lexington Christian Academy, doing an outstanding job on the season. 19.1 points per game. He's averaging 9 rebounds.
Yeah, you know, they've got the big 3 with Hendrickson, Hall, and Kyle Rode, and you know they're getting 50 of their points a game, and man, that's a pretty strong 3-headed monster when you head into a regional tournament.
Hall's averaging 16.5 points per game, 7.6 rebounds. Kyle Rode, who can handle the ball well, just a junior, 15.2 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game. But man, is there a better player right now than Kyle Rhodes been playing the last couple weeks?
Man, ever since he got healthy back from that turned ankle over at Scott County, he's once he's gotten back to 100%, he does so many things for them. You know, you and I were talking off air that I'm convinced at the next level he's a point guard, and you know what he makes up for lack of foot speed possibly is the fact that he just sees the floor so well. He's become better offensively. He hits the glass. He does everything for them. As good as Hendrickson and Hall are, and the shooters that they have, it all starts with and ends with Kyle Rowe when it comes to Lexington Christian.
Frankfort comes into this ball game, and Coach, they've got a really big time star, John Tillman, the guy that comes to mind, 16.9 points per game, 10.8 rebounds per game. And the Panthers, they've won 6 of their previous 8 games coming into this one.
Well, being in their district, a lot of people probably don't know that they only play 6 kids. And Tillman got hurt a few weeks ago, turned his ankle. He missed 2 or 3 games. Nate Cox, who's kind of their garbage guy, who does all the little stuff for them, he missed 3 weeks due to a shoulder injury. And once they've got everybody healthy, they've only lost twice at Mercer County, which very easily could come out of the 12th, and then the district championship to Woodford County. So they're playing their best ball of the season as well.
There is a big stat that we need to include here as part of our pregame, and that is that Frankfort has lost 14 straight to LCA over the years.
Wow, I didn't realize that was the case. If LCA continues to play the way they're playing, there's going to be a lot of losing streaks that they're going to hand out. It's a contrasting of styles. In the first meeting in the finals of the All-A, Frankfort decided to run with them and do a little pressing and things like that. I was at that game, and LCA just had their way with them. I was up 31-10 at the end of the first quarter, ended up getting a running clock in the third quarter, and they just coasted on from there. As you know that they continued on and won the All-A. Tonight, with a bigger court, and you have quicker kids, good ball handlers, I'm not so sure that Frankfort doesn't come out and spread them out and play a little more deliberative. If they try to run with them, they could be asking for trouble.
Yeah, now they did play on this particular court in that All-A Classic, so both teams have met right here at McBriar Arena. And, you know, I'm not sure how big LCA's court is, but it seems like it's bigger than some of the other ones. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I know when they play at Lexington Catholic, that's a college court at Lexington Catholic.
Right. You don't think 10 feet makes a big difference, but it does.
Yeah.
And they have 3 or 4 kids that can put on the floor to handle the ball, and if they spread them out, you know, it'll be interesting. If they, like I said, if they don't, then you're going to play right into LCA's hands. They shoot the ball so well that's just a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely. Well, we're counting down the tip-off here. We got some good officials here tonight, as we always do here for the 11th region tournament, and everybody's ready to go. Coach Nate Valentine over on the sideline. He's ready to roll. And remind me of Frankfort's head coach's name one more time there, Coach.
Nick Barton.
Nick Barton. He's ready to go, it looks like, over on the sideline. So.
Yeah, Nick's been there for 5 years. His first year they won 4 or 5 games, so he's done a great job. you know, Frankfort's not the easiest place to coach. It's a small school. You only have 300-400 kids, so you have to share athletes and things like that. So, you know, kids at Scott County and LCA and Lexington Catholic, they're more specialized, and you know, that's very difficult to overcome. And he's done a great job since he's been there.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the tip-off of this one. This is the 11th Region Boys Basketball Tournament, game number 1 here this evening. Game number 2 will have Madison Central and Bryan Station coming up, so don't go anywhere, folks. We got a great night of basketball here on PrepSpin.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank.
Of our national anthem performed tonight by the Frankfort Pep Band.
Back here live at Eastern Kentucky University, where we'll hear the Frankfort Pep Band play the national anthem. Douglas will have the public address announcer.
Starting lineup.
Mike's
First for the visitors, the Frankfort Panthers.
For the introductions.
Starting at guard, a senior number 1, Cody Carter. At guard, a junior number 10, Javon Bush. At guard, a senior number 20, Nate Cox. At forward, a junior number 42, Dewan Davis. And at forward, a junior number 44, John Tillman. The Panthers are coached by Nick Barton. And now for the LCA Eagles. Starting at guard, a junior number 2, Pierce Dalton. At forward, a senior number 3, Carter Hendrickson. At forward, a junior number 12, Will Hacker. At guard, a junior number 22, Kyle Rode. And at guard, a senior number 25, Austin Hall. The Eagles are coached by Nate Valentine.
You heard the starting lineups for both teams. Again, Frankfort, Cody Carter. You got a surprise in there, Coach. Javon Bush going to start. Normally, you said he's the 6th man.
Yeah, Wanye Franks are starting point guard, trying to find out what's going on there.
We got also Nate Cox. You also got John Tillman, of course. We knew him. And then who am I missing out there?
Did you get Dewan Davis, 42?
Dewan Davis, that's who it is, yeah. And for LCA, you got Kyle Rode, Austin Hall, Carter Hendrickson. You got Pierce Dalton and Will Hacker, the starting 5 for the Eagles. And we're about ready to get this one underway. Frankfort's going to win the tip. They'll be moving left to right here as the visiting team on the scoreboard here at the arena. Ball out top. Cody Carter swings it over to the right side, and Davis kicks it back out top again to Carter. Look inside. Turnaround jump shot is good. Count that one for Tillman.
Yeah, LCA came out in 2-3 zone, and Tillman got a nice look there right in the paint.
Here's Dalton with the basketball. Carter Hendrickson swings it over to Austin Hall. Looking inside there, Rode. He kicks it out to Hacker for 3. It's up and it's good. Will Hacker.
Such a great play by Rode to catch it in the air and make the pass to the open shooter.
Ball out top here for the Panthers. Davis swings it over to the right side to Carter. Carter going to dribble and gives it back out top here to Javon Bush. Look inside, Tillman. Tillman turnaround jump shot. Did not get that one. Hendrickson with the rebound.
Yeah, Frankfort in a 3-2 zone. They're usually 99% man-to-man.
Dalton swings it over to Hall, and Hall, dangerous pass. Dalton came back up with it over to Hall for 3. Good.
Doesn't seem fair when your 5-man can come out and knock down open threes.
He's good. You're right. 6-2 LCA. We just got this one underway. Davis trying to work, swings over to the left side. 3 on the way. That one's short. Hacker will chase down the rebound. Here comes Hendrickson. Hendrickson can dribble for a big guy, Coach.
Yeah, he handles the ball great. Long arms, long legs. Great basketball body.
They look inside of Hall, swings it out to Hacker from the left wing. 3 good. LCA's hit 3 threes. That's how they scored it so far in this one. Let's take another look at them, Coach, as we got all 3 threes. We'll cue them up for you as they call a timeout.
One of the things that's very interesting, Hacker is a great shooter. He shoots 49%
right side, and Davis
from the 3 on the year, which is incredible. Now explain to me how the same kid shoots 56% from the free throw line.
Austin Hall.
He must be too close to the free throw line.
Out to Hacker for 3. It's up and it's good. Move him back.
That's exactly right.
Goes to Hall, and Hall, dangerous pass.
Well, Frankfort's not a zone team, but I think that based on the previous performance that we've discussed, great basketball body, regional final, that you almost have to zone
3 good. LCA's hit 3 threes.
See if Coach Barton makes an adjustment.
Our replay sponsor today, thanks to Rex McClanahan, is Overtime Performance. Check those fine folks out. They'll help you with your overtime game and get you ready. All right, so here we go. 9-2 LCA. Ball out top here for the Panthers as Javon Bush had a touch back over to Carter. Carter, a go between the legs. Jump shot right there at the free throw line, knocks it down.
Yeah, Cody Carter has had a great senior season. He struggled last year, but he has really turned it on for his senior season.
Kyle Rode looking for somebody. He's got Dalton up top, swings it over to Hacker. Hacker's going to get in inside to Hendrickson, posting up, swings it out to Hall for 3, good. LCA hot from three-point land.
Man, they're doing such a great job of sharing the basketball, making that extra pass.
And they're going to cough it up, the Panthers do, as Dalton came up with it, looks up ahead, and Henderson throws up a prayer, and it's answered. Wow.
It's an incredible shot, but how's that not a foul? What a great play by Hendrickson. Great pass, too.
How did he make that? 14-4 our score. And another steal as Hall comes up with a basketball. Here comes Kyle Rode. Henderson looks inside, turnaround jump shot. Hall knocks it down. They're on fire. 16-4.
I think Hacker's three that put them up 9-2 hit the rim, and I'm not sure any other shots hit the rim.
Ball, Panthers having trouble with it. Coughing that one up was Davis, and here comes the Eagles again. Kyle Rode. Boy, that defense collapsed on him real quick. He finds Hacker, though. Three, good. They're 5 for 5 from three-point land.
That's ridiculous. What a great play by Kyle Rode to go left to right and throw it back across his body to an open shooter.
Boy, the Eagles love this gym. Turnaround jump shot by Tillman, no good. Rode with the rebound. Had it punched away, though, with Rode able to muscle his way and get it to Carter. Henderson with it. Back over to Kyle Rode. Kyle, he'll take a three. The first one that they missed all night. Back up top, and here we go. Frankfort able to score. Javon Bush lays it in.
One of the things they do well off misses is really leak a guy out, and Cody Carr with a great full-court pass.
Yes. 19-6 our score. LCA leading Frankfort. Here's Will Hacker. They look inside. Here's Hendrickson. Turn around. He's blocked from behind Tillman, but a foul call. Tillman didn't like the call, but the official right there on top of it.
Thought that was a pretty good play by Tillman. Must have got him with the body where we couldn't see it.
Let's see if we can pull it up here on the replay and see what happens. 19-6 our score. LCA leading Frankfort for you, but here you see the ball. Will Hacker. That's where it happens.
There's a foul there.
Hendrickson, turn around. He's blocked from behind Tillman, but a foul call.
Basketball court, so yeah, I'd say he got him with the body.
Henderson at the line here for LCA. Again, our replay sponsor, Overtime Performance. Also want to thank Roberts Insurance. They insure the great state of Kentucky. Give them a call. I want to thank Burley Ridge again, since this is a LCA broadcast along with Frankfort here tonight. Burley Ridge, I want to thank them for all their support, being the Combs family there with LCA. Thank you. And Lexington Women's Health. I want to thank those fine folks. Henderson hits the free throw, 21-6. I believe he got them both there, Coach.
He did. Isaiah Hunt, I haven't seen LCA play but once since that All-A final. He obviously is playing a lot better to get more playing time.
Ball over on the left side here for Frank. Frank in the ball game now. We wondered why he didn't start tonight, but Coach felt like he should put Bush in there instead. LCA with the basketball. Kyle Rode with it as he crosses the half line, and now McIntyre in the ball game for LCA. Here's Hall with a three. He continues to stay on fire. 24-6, LCA. Frankfort will go inside. Jump shot too hard off the back of the iron. Hall clears the rebound. Here comes Kyle Rode. William Warfield alongside Coach Tony Wise of Franklin County. Nice look inside there by Rode, and a turnaround reverse there by Hall.
Kyle Rode sees the floor as well as anybody in high school basketball in the state of Kentucky.
It's almost like watching Magic Johnson out there at times.
Any young kid that comes to watch LCA play, just watch how his head is always up, just like that.
Yep, Kyle Rode right to the basket, lays it up and in, 28-6.
Seems like he rarely makes the wrong decision.
Kyle's got 4 in the ball game now. Tillman, nice dish inside. They found Nate Cox underneath there, and he's going to draw the foul. William Warfield alongside Coach Tony Wise here. Gary Ball recording the Scholastic Ball Report show tonight. And so I'm filling in for him. 28-6 our score. The first free throw there by Cox, no good.
If you want to start off your first regional game, 10 for 11 from the floor, that's the way to do it.
Lafayette girls last night. They came out with defensive pressure, and they were hot from the field the same way last year. But, I mean, we're still in the first quarter, and you almost got 30 points up for LCA. That's pretty daggone good.
Yeah, Austin Hall leading the way with 13. Perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Nice look inside. Rode thought he was fouled, but couldn't hit the shot. Here comes Frankfort back the other way. Frank will kick it back out top to Carter. Carter being picked up one-on-one against Dalton. Funny thing is they both have 1s on their jerseys. Back over to Frank. Frank looking over at coach. Back to Carter. 28-7 our score. 1:43 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Ball on the right side now. Davis trying to look back out top, and a foul going to be called. It's going to go against LCA.
Got the steal, but Brown got him with the body first.
1:36 left to go in the first quarter of play. You can follow us on Twitter at PrepSpin, PrepSpin, and we'll interact with you folks out there too during the game, so keep that in mind. And we'd love to hear from you. Show us a picture of how you're watching tonight. Kyle Rowe double-teamed over there, got out of it. Look over to Isaiah Hunt, who's now in the ball game for the Eagles, misses that jump shot. Battle for the board. Kyle Rowe chases it down. Jump shot in and out of there. Hunt had a touch on it, but Frankfort comes out of there with it, and here comes the Panthers. Frank over on the left wing. He'll take a jump shot. It's good.
Yeah, Wanye Frank, when he goes to his left, he is a dynamite scorer.
He's a great jump shot along the baseboard, too. I noticed that in the last game that they played.
Yeah, that's his move.
Look inside, Road. Nice look to Hendrickson, and a nice finish.
They're playing the way two seniors and a junior that have played together for years should play in a regional tournament.
Frankfort with the basketball. We got 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Davis. They swing it over for three. That one did not go down for Frank. Kyle Rowe with the rebound. Outlet pass here to Isaiah Hunt. And that was a touchdown pass.
I hope Joey Thacker needs to see that, get him a good quarterback.
You know, LCA had a young man go down, a senior last year. And they've been asking Kyle, to my knowledge, they've asked Kyle a couple times to play football. And now I see why. Jump shot no good. Put back up is good, and that falls down for Cox. At the end of the first quarter of play, Coach, what's your thoughts there at 32-11?
Man, well, when you shoot the ball like that, it's really hard to say much of anything. First time they played, it was 31-10. Now it's 32-11, but the most impressive statistic, 12 field goals for LCA, and as a coach, you love to see this stat, 11 assists on 12 made field goals.
Man, oh, man. Well, again, we want to thank our title sponsor here on the network, White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics. They are the reason we can bring you this game here tonight, along with our rights fee sponsors. Thank you guys so much. Whitaker Bank, Roberts Insurance, Lexington Women's Health, and JVM Motorsports. Thank you all so much. We'll be right back, folks, from Eastern Kentucky University.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit Lexington Women's.
We are back here at Richmond's McBriar Arena. LCA came out of the timeout with the basketball as we go into the second quarter, and Frankfort able to come up with it. So the Panthers now with it up top. Carter, he'll kick it out. Swinging back over to Frank, and Frank will take the three, no good. Battle for the board underneath. Tillman working hard. Kyle Rode able to grab the rebound. Tillman tried to grab his miss, but Kyle Rhodes skies over him that time. Here's Hendrickson.
Yeah, John Tillman pretty good around the basket. Doesn't miss those much.
Oh, Isaiah Hunt blocked there by Nate Cox. Hunt kind of, it looked like he was trying to hold the ball as long as he could on that jump shot, and it was a little bit too long.
Well, when you're on the right side of the basket as a left-hander and you shoot it left-handed, you're shooting it back into the defense, and Nate Cox came over and made a great block.
You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin, the leader in high school sports coverage broadcast coverage in the state of Kentucky. We like to lay claim to that. Here's a three from Hacker. That one's good, and he stays perfect from the three-point line.
Pierce Dalton knew who to make that extra pass to, didn't he?
Yes, Pierce Dalton, always finds Hacker. They're like peanut butter and jelly, if you will.
Well, he was wide open and figured, you know what? He's 3 for 3. Let's get him another look.
35-11 our score. Our good friend Gary Ball out tonight filming the Scholastic Ball Report. You guys can watch that on Sunday at noon on the CW. Look inside here to Hendrickson. He's going to give it up to Hall. Man, he's got options, doesn't he?
Man.
Hall misses the jump, though. Hendrickson somehow came up with it. LCA will pull it back now. Dalton with it. Carter all over Dalton up top. Here's Hacker. Hendrickson now. Carter. Swings it out. Hacker for three. That's his first one he missed tonight. Here comes the Panthers back the other way. Carter. Try to go that extra gear. Jump shot no good. Hunt with the rebound. Dalton, he'll throw on his extra gear. Kicks it back out to Hunt. Back over to Dalton. Now inside to Hall. He'll take a jump shot. No good. Tillman with a nice rebound. Gets it ahead to Carter. Carter goes to the right hand. Draws the foul. I like that. Went from the left to the right in a blink of an eye. And able to draw the foul there for Cody Carter. He's a senior, 5'9". Matter of fact, looking down Frankfort's roster, a lot of these guys are seniors.
Well, you've got Cody Carter's a senior, Cox is a senior. When you only play 6, you're losing 33% of your lineup. But the rest of the kids are all juniors. They played together forever, so they'll be a tough out next year as well in the district.
Is Frankfort still known as a football school over there? Is that kind of diluted a little bit with Franklin County and Frankfort?
Yeah, they've kind of hit a little swoon. They're not as powerful as they once was, but their football program's always been very strong.
Yep. 35-13 our score. Look inside the Hall, kicks it out for Hacker. 3 on the way, and it finds the bounce.
one of those nights that I don't know what the record is, but
there's a block by Hall.
He's got to be getting close to it.
Yeah, he's doing really nice tonight. Of course, that Bennett girl from Lafayette, she was on fire from 3 the other night here as well. Last night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I watched that first quarter. They put on quite the show at first quarter, as you mentioned.
Yeah, Bennett for Lafayette, Caroline Bennett's who I'm talking about. She hit 9 in a district game the other night. Man, 9 3-pointers in the game.
Well, Will Hacker's about to make 9 in the first half.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. There's a 3 on the way. Tillman couldn't get it to fall. Henderson makes that rebound look easy. Kyle Rode with it. Swings it out to Hacker. He's set up.
I mean, this is comical.
Wow.
It's like a video game.
Yeah, it's like, it's like one of those old NBA games on the Super Nintendo where you know that guy that's in that corner is always going to hit that shot.
He is putting on a show tonight.
I'm showing my age there talking about the Super Nintendo, right? 41-13 our score. Jump shot is good. Count that one for Frank. 4:14 left to go. First half of play. 41-15 all LCA. They mean business. Hendrickson. Jump shot no good. Rebound. Rode. Double pump. Draws the foul. Couldn't get the shot to go.
What's funny is I thought that was an opportunity where Hendrickson kind of forced the issue a little bit. Hacker was wide open again on the wing. Plus, I'm privy to anybody that's a good golfer. He's my new favorite LCA player.
Yeah. 41-15 our score. And that one, this is a rare free throw for Kyle. Speaking of golf, did you know that the PGA Tour is coming to Nicholasville?
I did know that. If you're out there listening, you need a volunteer, a ranger, whatever you need, I'm in.
Yep. Hey,
I'm in.
I'll sign you up.
I'm
I know
in.
the guys that's running the event. 42-15 our score. I'll get you in touch with Brian Miller and Brooks Downing. 3:53 left to go here in the first half. Brooks probably watching tonight.
Look at that pass.
That was a nice pass. But
so was that one.
Here comes Frankfort back on the other way. They said anything you can do, we can do better. Javon Bush finishes that one. 42-17 our score.
LCA only 3 of 10 here in the second quarter. I was just getting ready to say Coach Valentine looks a little irritated, getting a little sloppy, so calls timeout.
Yeah, it's a good timeout too right now, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Again, want to thank our rights fee sponsors here tonight. First of all, our title sponsor, that's White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics for all your braces needs. Or they even got that Invisalign technology. Matter of fact, they got a smile shop over in the Summit that you can go to over. That's right over on Nicholasville Road in that new area. Go there and see them at the Smile Shop, or in Fayette Mall. They also got a Smile Shop there as well, and they got great plans starting out for you. And just contact them for more details. That's White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics. Also want to thank Whitaker Bank, Roberts Insurance, Lexington Women's Health. I want to thank all those fine folks in JVM who came on today to help support us here this week as well. So.
Hey, I've done our part. We've done our part, my wife and I, to help out White, Greer, and Maggard having 2 kids with braces. So they do a great job.
Yeah, they do. I got middle schoolers, so it's time.
It's coming.
There. Yep.
Might want to put some pennies away.
What's the well, they got a great payment plan now. You can do $99 a month for the Invisalign.
Oh yeah, we've been real fortunate that we haven't had any problems with them. Such nice people, especially the office there in Georgetown where we live.
Yeah. They got offices all over Central Kentucky. There's a 3 from Hall. That one no good. That was a rare, another rare 3 missed by LCA. There's a turnover from the Eagles. And back the other way and scoring off the turnover. He gets the steal and the score, Javon Bush.
You know, Bush got the start tonight. He usually is their 6th man, but, man, he brings a lot of energy and an unbelievable on-ball defender.
Javon Bush, a 5'8" junior. It's hard to, you know, when you got the big guys LCA's got and they try to make those passes across court, sometimes it's hard to see them. But there's another steal and a score by Frankfort. That time Frank with the basket.
Well, you know, LCA came out and threw so many haymakers. It looks like Frankfort has kind of settled in a little bit, but the margin might be too much, but you never know.
They're playing cornerback now, aren't they?
And they've got the athletes to do it, that's for sure.
42-21 our score. Hacker gets it back out to Hendrickson. Henderson looks inside. There's Kyle Rode, and Kyle Rode finishes.
Man, they pass the ball so well between each other. That there's so many high-low looks that, 1, you can see over the defense, and 2, they're bigger than anybody down there.
Tillman had a touch on it. They swing it back out top here to Frank, and Frank, he has the ball blocked. Dalton, Frank thought that he was fouled, or he thought the ball slipped out, one of the two. And Dalton couldn't finish on the other end. Swats at the ball. Frankfort to pick it up. 44-21 our score. That is not a misprint. LCA come out in that first quarter on fire. They scored 30 points in that first quarter. Kyle Rode with the rebound. Rode with it. Now Hendrickson. Hendrickson swings it over to Hacker. He's set up. That's his spot.
Was there any doubt?
That is his spot.
7 for 8 from the 3.
47-21, LCA. Turn around, Tillman. That one's good. Tillman, I believe that Tillman can probably score anytime he wants to when he posts up like that.
Yeah, you know, he's got his work cut out for him tonight with 3 6'6", 6'7" kids in there. But in our district, most nights he's a load down there.
Look inside, Kyle Rode. He had the ball tipped away. Nice pass here by Frankfort. Good ball movement, and they finish. That was Tillman with behind-the-back pass to Javon Bush who finished that one, Coach.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that Frankfort really, from last year to this year, they play so much better together.
47-25 our score. Austin Hall. Now Dalton, who gives it over to Hendrickson, who looks inside. They were looking at Hall again. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of you tuning in for this one, it looks like. And again, the conversation is on our Twitter page, at PrepSpin. Henderson couldn't finish. 47-25, again, our score. Back the other way, jump shot, count it, and a foul. You got that, Coach. There we go. I see him now. Frank.
I'm telling you, going to his left, he is dynamite offensively. He really can score the basketball. Very comfortable. You know, he's right-handed. He's much more comfortable going to the left and hitting that mid-range shot.
Wanye Frank, a 5'9" junior. He'll be back next year. 47-27, LCA up by 20. You know, Frankfort's had a good second quarter here.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think they took their haymaker and have kind of settled in a little bit.
There's Kyle Rowe, draws the foul. Foul is going to go against
and that's
Davis,
that play. Yeah, that play right there is why I personally think he is absolutely a point guard on the next level. You know, DeJuan Davis is an unreal athlete, extremely quick, great football player, and he got by him. And, you know, now in college they're going to be a lot bigger than what DeJuan Davis is, but not many are going to be as quick or quicker. So I think somebody's going to get a gold mine in Kyle Rowe. He does so much for the team.
Well, if anything, the NBA and college level has proven that the point guards can be any size. I mean, honestly.
Absolutely.
Got a score update coming in from the 12th region where Pulaski County and Boyle County's playing, and that three's good. See who nailed that one?
Cody Carter.
Cody Carter. I was looking down, getting a score update.
They tried to trap out front in their 2-2-1 and got him in a half court. Got ball reversal, and he stepped up, knocked it in.
We'll watch that again here on the replay. We were rolling the camera. So here's the replay of the shot at the buzzer. Here by Frank's score update coming in from the 12th region, where out of his time and out of his hands in plenty of time.
Absolutely.
And that three's good. 49-30, our score here at the half. LCA with a lead here at halftime. By the way, that score update 16-13, Boyle County over Southwestern at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back, folks.
Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit LexingtonWomens.com for more information.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter. Locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man.
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more.
Hey,
so you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris, owner of JVM Motorsports. These days, it seems like conflict and division are everywhere. So having a family you can count on is more important than ever. Here at JVM, that's just what our sales and associates are. A family that loves motorsports. And that's why most of our employees have been with us for years. And it's how they'll treat you too, just like family. Because a family that rides together stays together. JVM Motorsports, we're not just a dealership, we're a destination.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit LexingtonWomens.com for more information.
All S, all P.
I want to thank Mingua Beef Jerky and All Sports also over there in Fayette Mall. You see it on the field and you see it on the court. You can pick it up at All Sports. Again, Mingua Beef Jerky, though, the winning coaches tonight will leave here with a bag of Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin. I want to thank the Mackley family, Curtis Mackley, our go-to guy for our Mingua. I want to thank them for all that they do for us. So here at the halftime, it's 49-30. I'm going to play some of these highlights for you guys from the first half, and we'll see what we got here. But interesting first half for LCA. But Frankfort came back in that second quarter, and actually, Coach, you said Frankfort won that second quarter.
They did. 19-17. LCA made some subs. They spent so much energy getting to that early lead. Coach Valentine keeping kids fresh. This time of year, that's the main thing. Keep your legs about you. But I expect LCA to come out all cylinders here and try to put this away early. You don't want a dangerous Frankfort team to hang around. That's for sure.
You see some of the instant replays. I want to thank Overtime Performance. Those are brought to you by our good friend Rex McClanahan. I want to thank Rex for all he does. A guy that says he doesn't, with his business that he has, he doesn't have to really advertise in high school sports, but he said, man, I love what you guys do, and I just want to help you out. Rex McClanahan, I want to thank him for all that he does for us here on the network. So we got 49-30 here at halftime, and looking up there as far as the leaders go, man, what a first half there for Will Hacker. He's got 21 points, most of those off those threes.
7 of 8 from the three-point line. LCA,
all from three.
Yeah, LCA as a team is 10 for 13. I mentioned it at the end of the first quarter that, as I said, as a coach, a stat you just love to see. LCA was 17 total field goals and 16 assisted. That's just an incredible stat, and they play so well together. Yeah. And they also know that, especially now in the day and age of, quick gratification and the social media and things like that, to watch a team like LCA play a little bit of old school basketball where they share the basketball. They know who the shooters are. The Brown kid made the great extra pass to Hacker for one of his threes that he was wide open, but he recognized the hot hand and gave him the ball. And, that's one of the reasons that LCA has lost to one team since December 22nd. That's Lexington Catholic twice.
Looking up there at the scoreboard, just the individual leaders up there. You also got Austin Hall, 25, wearing that number 25 jersey, but he's got 13 points there in the first half. Kyle Rhodes got 7. Carter Henderson was 6. Dalton, the only starter that hasn't scored yet, but he's made some nice passes.
Yeah, Austin Hall started out like a house of fire. He had 13 points in the first 4 minutes and hasn't scored since. But as I look at the total stats here, Kyle Rowe, we talked about what a such a well-balanced player. He has, 7 points, 2 assists shooting, but he also has 8 rebounds and 6 assists.
Wow, 8 rebounds and 6 assists for Rode.
In one half.
He's working on a triple-double.
And if Hacker keeps getting open, he's going to get it pretty quickly.
Wow, I didn't realize that Kyle had that in the other categories there, but.
Well, he's such a quiet player. He's not flashy. He's just he's one of those 8 to 5 kind of guys. He's going to show up at 7:45. He'll leave at 5:15 and just does his job. And you look down the stat sheet, and he has fantasy basketball stats for a half of high school basketball.
Yes,
7 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's a good night for most high school kids for a full game.
Interesting that you use that analogy. Mr. Host used to always tell me, he said you either show up 15 minutes early is on time, and on time is too late. That's what he said.
That's exactly right.
15 minutes early is on time, and on time is too late. 49-30 our score.
Yeah, I know this is a 19-point game, and all the people we have watching and the people that are here know that this has been fairly one-sided. However, Frankfort, the last 4 or 5 minutes of that quarter, really kind of got into the flow of the game. And these first 3 minutes, you definitely do not want Frankfort to hang around and cut it down to 12, 13 points going in this fourth quarter. So, if I'm Coach Valentine, I'm telling my guys, hey, we got to come out and throw some haymakers here early. Let's get them back on the heels. Let's push this lead back out, and we'll go from there.
And you guys are watching the first half replays. Those are brought to you by Overtime Performance. And again, thanks to Rex McClanahan for all that he does for us. We see had 3 at the buzzer. What shot that was. And we'll come back to the live shot now as we're ready to start the second half of play. I want to thank Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball, check them out Sunday at noon on the CW. Also want to thank Mingua Beef Jerky, of course. Lexington Women's Health, Lexington Diagnostic Center, where you can scan local and save yourself hundreds of dollars. Bluegrass Orthopedics, want to thank them too. And here we go, Kyle Rode about to inbound the ball, Coach.
Frankfort with another lineup adjustment. Wanye Franks in for Nate Cox. They've gone smaller and quicker.
Dalton with it out top. Will that pay off for Frankfort? They seem to think so. They got a game plan underway. With that crash in the boards there by Hendrickson to start this second half, and Hendrickson on the board again. That's his 8th point of the game.
Yeah, Frankfort took out one of their best rebounders to go small and quick, so we'll see if that pays off for them.
That was a block by Austin Hall. He averages 5 blocks a game, I'm pretty sure, in the playoffs so far, because he's had some monster blocks in the games that we've covered for LCA in the district and now the region.
Well, it's obvious the adjustment that LCA has made. They've got a major matchup issue with Wanye Frank on Hendrickson, and he's touched it twice in 2 possessions, so I would expect him to keep pounding it down low to Carter Hendrickson.
Austin Hall with it. Jump shot, no good. Battle for the board. Hendrickson's going to put it up. Hendrickson, good. Now, I will say in the All-A Classic that LCA on that particular basket, they struggled in the All-A Classic on that basket. So that might help Frankfort out a little bit here in the second half, possibly too. But I do think that LCA will go on and win this one. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but we'll see what Frankfort's got. I know they're going to give them their all here.
Yeah, kind of a lazy play by John Tillman. You let the smallest kid on LCA, Hacker, get an offensive rebound or free throw. Really no excuse for that.
Kyle Rode, he goes up and in.
Never in a hurry. He's always under control. So fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. Back the other way, and that one partially blocked Hall, and it goes out of bounds. Or did they call it? No, it did go out of bounds. So
Carter Hall, or Hall with another block. 2nd and 2 possessions.
Carter Hendrickson, he'll steal the ball. He's going to go in for the dunk. Look out. Hendrickson with the steal and the slam. He's been doing that a lot lately. There's the backdoor lob, no good. And Tillman had it blocked by Hall on the putback.
Hall is so quick off his feet and has such good hands. I mean, He went down and up so quick to get that block. Not easy to block John Tillman's shot.
Cumberland's got a steal out of him, didn't he?
Absolutely.
57-30 our score. Here's Kyle Rode. He's going inside. He's going to draw the foul. And as Gary would say, I'm going to steal it from him. You got the soup and the sandwich.
Such a wonderful adjustment by Coach Valentine and half. They are attacking Wanye Frank on the defensive end, and right now everything's right at the basket.
Kyle Rowe with a nice finish there. You see on the instant replay, did not hit the free throw as we bring it back to you.
Kyle Rowe shoots 88.5% from the free throw line. That is a rare occurrence.
There's a three on the way. That one no good. That was Frank that took that shot. Carter now with it up top, back over to Frank. Frank looks inside, and Tillman with it. Nice move. He's going to draw the foul.
Big time move there. Great up and under on Hall.
Tillman's got some quick feet.
Yeah, he's quarterback for the football team. He's quite the athlete and has become quite the basketball player.
That's where I've seen him before. Remember the name anyway, you know. You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin.com. Again, the conversation, it is on Twitter. Thanks to everybody for their tweets. I want to thank Josh Moore with the Herald Leader for all that he does for us. Got a big shout out here from Audie Stewart. She wants to send a shout out to number 12, Will Hacker.
That's a good person to be giving a shout out to.
Yeah, she's watching for Port St. Lucie in South Florida.
Can we trade spots?
Especially this time of year, right?
No kidding.
59-31, although it's not as bad as a couple months ago when it was real cold.
Oh, no question.
Kyle Rowe with it up top. Now Hacker. Back over the road. Nice pass in the Hall. Hall could not hit the reverse, though.
What a great cut and a great pass.
Three on the way. No good. That was Wanye Frank that took the three. We do got a foul underneath.
Yeah, Tillman just two-hand shoved Hendrickson there. Great box out by Hendrickson.
Mark Harrison says he wants to see LCA and Madison Central play in the next round. 59-31 again our score. 5:15 left to go here in this third quarter. Rowe got to the basket, couldn't hit, but there to clean it up is Hendrickson. Henderson will probably have a big second half.
Yeah, you know, he had a very quiet first half, but boy, he turned it to another level there second half.
He had 6 at halftime. Now he's got 14 on the board, just like that. Everybody's on the floor. And finally, the official blows the whistle.
Yeah, if you're Nate Valentine, you have to love that hustle. 3 guys getting on the floor there.
Big guys, too. The big guys are on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kyle Rowe just dove for the ball. You got to love that out of one of your better players.
We were at the district championship game the other night, and Kyle had a monster game. There's a 3 on the way, no good. Henderson with a rebound. Up ahead, here's Will Hacker. Defense coming back on him, but Hacker throws it down and lays it in, lets the defense go right by him. But anyway, what I was getting ready to say about Kyle Rowe is he comes up with a steal, and on cue, there's a little dipsy-do and finish. Ohio State was actually there looking at Kyle Rowe the other night. Ohio State.
I'm telling you, he just has such a unique skill set to be 6'7". He's long arms. He sees the floor so well. He shot the ball better this year, so he still has 1 year to go, so he's only going to get better.
Lipscomb is also showing interest, and Louisville also came to the game that he played at Trinity and watched him play. Big-time school. 65-31 our score. There's a turnover and a steal as Javon Bush came up with it. Gave it up to Frank, and Frank was fouled. I believe the foul's going to go against Hendrickson.
You know, being in the same district as Frankfort, you know, I know this team pretty well, but a kid like Bush just plays so hard. He never quit on the play, came back, got a back tip on Kyle Rowe, and was able to create a scoring opportunity for Wanye Frank.
4:05 left to go here in the third quarter of play. William Warfield alongside the coach, Tony Wise of Franklin County here tonight. Filling in for Gary. Normally I don't do the play-by-play unless you are an Eagles fan, and I'm doing some of their games. We do have LCA with a with a nice little contract there where we cover all their basketball games, their home games. And we're certainly proud of that relationship.
Still, no standing ovation for Hacker. The LCA fans. I about got him one myself.
He
My
got
gosh.
He got it from the bench.
Yeah, you got to love to see that, too, from your bench.
Here comes the Eagles. 65-32 our score. Dalton had that ball sail past him. Isaiah Hunt was looking for Dalton along the baseline. Here comes Frank and the Panthers back the other way. Over on the right side for Carter. Carter gives it to Tillman. They work it back out top here to Carter. Nice steal again to Isaiah Hunt. Hunt going in for the land. 67-33, LCA. Bush, he had a touch, now Tillman. And a turnover, Dalton comes up with it. LCA is just everywhere right now on the court. Dalton.
Oh gosh, I heard that. Smacked him right in the arm. I don't know if you got to hear that online, but man, that was a smack. You got to love the fact that, you know, you look it up at LCA and Hacker's been on fire from the three, but you get past him. You've got Hendrickson, who's had a big third quarter. He's got 14 now. Rode has 13. Hall's still stuck on 13. So, I mean, there's just so many weapons.
They are certainly filling up the stats here tonight. Rode to inbound, and he throws it away there. Good steal by Javon Bush. Bush has done that a couple times tonight. Back the other way, Frankfort scores. Carter with the lay-in.
Yeah, Hendrickson was just a little lazy, didn't come meet the pass, and Bush plays hard all the time.
That speed that Frankfort just showed on that last play from the inbound steal all the way down on the other end of the basket, that's the Frankfort that the fans love and want to see.
That's the Frankfort team I'm tired of watching in our district twice a year.
Man, oh, man. Bree Combs watching tonight.
You know, while you're looking that up, you know, here in the third quarter, we talked about how important it was for LCA to come out and kind of put this game away. LCA's 9 for 14. 9 for 14 from the field, 0 3-point attempts. So it's obvious Coach Valentine said we're going to pound it down low. They're smaller than we are, and it's paid dividends, whereas Frankfort is 1 for 9 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And now we have almost a running clock.
And the other thing is, Coach, is what I was telling you earlier, is when they shot on this basket during the All-A Classic, it's so open back there where you don't have it on the other end. On the other end, you got the wall, but over here, it's so open. It's a different shot from three-point land to the shooter.
Yeah, I agree with that. But when you're shooting the ball 2 feet from the basket, makes it a lot easier for yourself. That's for sure.
Kyle Rode now to Hendrickson as LCA bring the ball at the floor. All over to Hunt. LCA was playing the guards up top a little bit more. Then the big guys kind of roam middle in the back.
Well, you got 3, 6, 7 kids back there that's easy to throw over top of the press.
3 on the way, no good. Hall battles for the rebound, and Frankfort won it over the back, but no call. Nice little crossover there by Frank. Couldn't get it to fall. Carter battling. Now Kyle Rode takes it away. Kyle had the ball tipped, and lay-in is good. DeJuan Davis. Frankfort not quitting. They're all over the ball right now.
Yeah, Frankfort's not going to quit regardless of what the score is. They're going to keep coming at you.
Another turnover. Hunt throws it right to Tillman. Ball on the right side. There's a kick out to Carter. Carter will take the 3. Carter in and out of there. Kyle Rode with the rebound. I believe he's got triple-double status if I'm not
I'm going to check here in just a second.
The assist will be the only thing short because he's got the rebounds now.
Yeah, he's up to 12 rebounds, still stuck on 6 assists.
He's 4 assists Kyle Rode does to have a triple-double in this ball game. Hunt, he'll take a 3. That one misses everything.
Their first 3-point shot of the half. I don't think Coach Valentine real happy with that shot.
Little dipsy-do there by Tillman. Got it to fall. Let's watch that on the replay. Tillman. He got that assist there from Frank, but Tillman able to lay that one up and in. Overtime Performance, our replay sponsor, thanks to Rex McClanahan. Burley Ridge Estates, get over to Nicholasville and check that area out. You got to check it out, folks. Jeremy Till watching tonight. And Jeremy says he loves when he has a late day at work but can come home and catch the Eagles. And Coach Wise and the King of Stream right here on PrepSpin.
You know, people that don't think the three-point line makes a difference in basketball.
Yep.
LCA 10, Frankfort 1, 27-point difference, and it's a 28-point game.
You're right.
It's just such a huge weapon.
That's the 30-point.
You got Carter Hendrickson, who could step out at 6'7". Hall at 6'6" comes out there, and then you throw Will Hacker out there lighting it up in the corner. I mean, they're very, very difficult to guard. And when you can shoot the ball this way, it hides a lot of negatives that you might have as a team. Not that LCA has many.
Here's Frankfort with the basketball. Frank, he'll take the jump shot. That one goes down.
Yeah, once again, Wanye Frank going to the left. Nice little pull-up in the paint.
Henderson looking up. Nice little bounce pass there to Hall. Hall give it back to Henderson. They give it to Kyle Rode. He spins in the paint. Turnaround jump shot in, and it falls back down. I thought it was going to spit back out, but it came back down. Nice shooter's roll.
Yeah, nice soft touch there by Kyle Rode.
Up off the glass, no good. Rode with another rebound. That's 13 now, I believe. Here comes Kyle Rode. Hacker. I wonder if Rode knows he needs 4 more assists for the triple. Triple-double on the hands here.
I think, Hacker almost threw that ball away. I think everybody was shocked that he passed it because he's been so hot. They were expecting him not only to shoot it but to make it another three-point shot.
Kyle gave it to Austin Hall a little short, and then Hall on the rebound will put it back up and draw the foul. Tammy Dillon watching tonight. Bree Combs again says, well, she retweeted Jeremy's tweet.
Austin Hall has been extremely active tonight. He hasn't scored first point since the middle of the first quarter, but he's the one that got LCA jump-started to this just incredible first quarter and shooting the ball the way they did.
Yeah, he does so many things out there that don't show up in the stats. A lot of these guys do. Kyle Rode almost come up with a steal. It will be Frankfort basketball.
Those of you who have not seen LCA play and you're watching online, TV is doing it. The computer's doing you no justice to how long and how tall these guys are.
Yeah, I don't know. They're watching it in HD, Coach.
I've done that too.
There's a jump shot, no good. 1080p HD, by the way. Layup is good.
I'm going to trust you because you went on a different language than I'm used to talking. So I'm gonna take your word for it. That's pretty good stuff.
That's my nerd in me coming out, Coach.
Well, last week in our district tournament on Tuesday, we were at Western Hills watching Western Hills and Frankfort play, as a matter of fact, and we had you guys on watching the Catholic LCA game, which is just an incredible game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
How many times have you seen a team make a deep run in a tournament and arguably you could make the argument that they probably should have gotten beat?
Yeah.
The late turnover by Catholic where Henderson got the and one with 3 seconds to go.
Kyle Rode with the tip.
And the shot that T.C. Price had to win it, he got off balance a little bit, but that was a pretty good look with 2 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So you always survive. It's called survive and advance for a reason.
I was worried about that play. I knew Catholic had time. I wouldn't say worried about it because, obviously, we do a lot of stuff with Catholic too, and Catholic's home to us as well. But that particular shot, speaking of half-court shots there at the buzzer, that one misses. But going back to the T.C. Price shot, it's played over in my head so many times where LCA has lost on a last-second shot. We had a SportsCenter Top 10 last season where Eric Boss Boone hit a half-court shot to beat LCA.
I remember that.
And then, we've seen it time and time again. I've seen LCA lose at the buzzer so many times. This time it didn't happen.
Yeah, watching that, we picked up the game probably with 3 or 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and man, what an exciting game to watch. We had Coach Thacker was up there, and myself, a couple other coaches, and we're sitting there watching, game in front of us. This is better than being at BW3s or Rafferty's or something. And when you could see the play develop, and as Price came off that screen, he got it and just kind of lost his balance. It still hit the back of the rim. With 2 seconds to go, that's a pretty good look. But if you've seen the 30 for 30 Survive and Advance was started by the 1983 NC State team with Jim Valvano.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have lost several times, and they dang sure should have lost to Pepperdine in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
I got a question for you that's totally off topic, but I mean, we are playing basketball. What's your favorite basketball movie of all time?
Ooh. Man, Hoosiers is hard to beat.
Yeah, Hoosiers is really, really hard to beat. We got a foul underneath. It looks like Hendrickson may be called for it. He's over the back, it looks like.
You guys online need to help me out here. I mean, you've caught me completely off guard. Hoosiers always comes to mind.
There's so many good ones out there.
Oh, Glory Road.
Glory Road,
as a coach.
Carter.
Oh, yeah, now we got it going.
Yeah, you got that. You got
okay, so if you put my feet to the fire, I'm going to say my my go-to basketball movie. And I'm still have to go with Hoosiers. Not by much, though, because I really like Glory Road.
Blue Chips is another one that comes to mind. That was more of the college basketball. Thank you. 72-43 our score. You remember Blue Chips? Shaquille O'Neal, Anthony Davis?
I do.
You know, Anthony Davis is coaching high school in Memphis now.
Anthony Hardaway.
Oh, Hardaway, yeah, that's what I meant. Anthony Hardaway, you're right.
Yeah, it's a shame injuries kind of derailed his career. He was very, very good. And I was living in Florida at the time when he was playing for the Magic. He was so fun to watch.
Yeah. Coaching a high school in Memphis. That'd be cool to have, invite that team up and let them play in the Classic.
Yeah, end of the third quarter, Clark County is only beating Bracken County by 13.
Clark County.
Clark
County. You're talking about the boys team.
Boys, yeah, the 10th region quarterfinals.
Yeah,
so anybody has scores, feel free to send them
Coach
to
team.
Yeah, send them to
send them our way.
Yeah, we
Tag
can share
us.
them.
72-43 our score here in this one. LCA all over Frankfort as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And I think it's safe to assume, barring a miracle here, that LCA will go on and face either the winner of Madison Central and Bryan Station.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch.
That's going to be a classic next game. Y'all better tune in for that one. Lay-in's good there by Hall, and I believe Kyle Rode on the assist. He's raising his hand like, hey, good look. So Kyle Rode now 3 assists shy of a triple-double. You and I are keeping it. He probably doesn't know anything about it.
He plays the game. He's kind of old school. He just plays the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Dalton gives it up to Kyle Rode. Kyle Rode, he's going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard to get young kids to do, and that is little things like he gets the pass from Hall. Kid from Frankfort closes out on him. He catches it up here, up by his shoulder, the right shoulder, and rips down underneath.
Yep.
And takes 2 dribbles and gets to the basket. Now, why that's important is if you rip through up top, you got hands and shoulders and everything. If you rip down low, there's nothing down there. And, man, that was just small things like that he does. He's so fundamentally sound. He's got major potential when he goes to the next level.
76-43 our score. Rode good for both at the line. He's got 19 now in the ball game. Tillman, he goes amongst the trees and lays it in. 76-45. Nice little scoop from down low.
Oh, he's super athletic. He's had a great year, too.
Rode was looking to Hall, and he hollers at Hall. He says, man, you should have had that one.
It's a rare occasion those two miss.
Yeah. 76-45. Tillman, layup, no good. It was more like a floater, I guess. Putback is good. Dalton with the basketball. LCA kind of seems like they're kind of pacing themselves a little bit more here.
Yeah, when you get the regional draw, you want to draw that first night, get that extra day off before Saturday.
There's a turnover and a score by Frankfort. Scoring that one was Javon Bush. Frank on the assist. Will Hacker, Kyle Rowe. Kyle needs 3 for a triple-double, 3 assists. Carter thought about that. He'll drive it inside, jump shot, no good. Rebound Austin Hall, and he puts it up and in.
He's just so active. Hands, feet, he's just so active.
Another block by Hall. That's his 5th, I believe, tonight. We know he had 3 in that first half alone. That's either his 4th or 5th. We got traveling called against Frankfort. Tweets continue to come in.
You know, it's just so hard to play against LCA because it doesn't matter if you come from the baseline or for the wing. You're going to have to go through at least 2 6'6", 6'7" kids, and they're long and they're active.
And they swarm the basket. That's the other tough part.
Yes,
it's hard to get
do.
rebounds. 78-49 our score. Dalton. He'll kick it out. Here's Hacker for 3. In and out of there, and put back by Henderson, no good. Here comes Frankfort. Frank. He goes up and under, no good. Rebound. Will Hacker. Hacker gave it to Dalton up ahead to Henderson. Oh, and he goes down so hard. Oh. My goodness. Henderson went down hard. He went for the dunk.
Well,
luckily he hit on his back and not his head.
Yeah.
Watch this again.
To me, in real time, it looked like Cox was going to block it.
Watch it right here on the monitor, Coach. This is the rebound, and here you
Cox
go.
Is Che. He's going to block
slow it down.
And he tries to pull up at the last second, and he got in too deep.
And Henderson, luckily he kept his head up as he was falling and did not hit his head. It just come down right on the back, and he looked like he was straight, so he didn't come down awkward.
Yeah, that was lucky for Carter Henderson and LCA. That could derail any hopes and dreams you had of going any further. But Coach, like I said, I don't think Cox intentionally did that. I think he caught him and was going to try to block him from behind, and then realized he had overrun the play.
Coach Valentine, while we're talking with the official,
yeah, he's not real happy.
Assuming that he thought that the young man ran in front of him. We'll play it back one more time for you.
Yeah, well, and after the play, Cox immediately grabbed his shirt to say my fault. You know, and I know Nate. Nate's a great kid.
There's a replay again.
He's not made of that.
We'll slow it down.
He tries to stop right here and gets him too deep.
I don't know, Coach. He ran his shoulder into his side there.
Yeah,
just look at him in slow motion. It's one of those calls
really
where maybe he saw it, maybe he didn't.
If he really wanted to take him out, he could have taken him out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He could have ran into him a lot harder. Hendrickson will come out of the ball game right now.
Coach Valentine's seen enough of that.
He's like, man, I gotta take my star and put him on the sideline right now. 80-49 our score. Turnaround hook shot is good by Nate Cox.
You know, that second half for Carter Hendrickson, he ends up with 16. He only had 4 at half, so he had 12 points and 6 rebounds there in the second half for a quarter and a half. Yeah. I mean, these guys from LCA put up stats that, like I say, are good stats for a game. They do it in quarters and quarter and a half and halves.
Coach was talking to Coach Nate Valentine. He was talking. He said this LCA team that he's got this year, he said that they've got talent that could compete with the talent that he had at Transy. Now, do you believe that? I don't know. There's a big step between high school and college. We know that, but he said that those three guys could play over there right now. There's no question. He said he didn't say they could beat Transy, but he said that they certainly could compete.
Oh, I agree with those. With the 3, yes, absolutely.
That one off the side. And we're going to have a reach-in foul call. .423 left to go here in this ball game. Will Hacker going to the line. LCA in the bonus. Double bonus, as a matter of fact. No, they're just in the bonus. I take that back.
Like I said, I'm still dumbfounded that he shoots 49% from the 3 and 56% from the three-point line or the free throw line. The only thing I can think of is it's just too close.
Yeah. And actually, that is LCA in the double bonus.
So what a night for that young man.
Yeah, he had a huge night tonight. Will Hacker. Look at this. How many total points?
20. He had 25, 7 for 9 from the three-point line.
What a game for Hacker. Laying good there by Frankfort.
You know, this game's been over a while, but if you're a Frankfort fan, you really have to appreciate the fact these kids are still playing their tails off. This is a tall order to come in, and LCA is playing as well as anybody in the state right now. So, you know, they're still fighting and clawing. There's still 4 minutes left.
84-53 our score. Lexington Christian Academy will move on to play the winner between Madison Central and Bryan Station. That game's coming up next. LCA's got a win over Bryan Station at Bryan Station already this year.
Yeah, Bryan Station has 2 wins over Madison Central.
Yeah, I don't know if you can beat. I don't know if you can beat Feldhouse 3 times in a season. That's hard to do it.
Well,
especially here, which is pretty much his home court, right?
Right. They just have the human eraser down there underneath the basket. And that's the one thing. If correct me if I'm wrong, but a few years ago, Bryan Station had a big kid named Dishman.
Yeah.
DeAndre Dishman, I believe. I think he came here, if I remember correctly. But if they had him and had somebody had to give him some post presence, they would be on another level because they are very, very good. And Boss Boone he's so fun to watch as well.
Yeah, Rex Chapman tweeted out in that game, the Scott County Bryan Station game. Rex Chapman was there, and he tweeted out, he said Eric Boss Boone was the best point guard that he's seen all year long in high school sports.
Well, you know, let me ask you this. Do you think, because I've only seen Bryan Station only play a couple times, do you think Boone is he plays point for them and has to, you know, he orchestrates so much for them, but is that really what he does? Or is he going to be an off guard at the next level? I haven't seen him play enough, but I know he can score the basketball.
He's really good. That's all. I mean, we've certainly got a lot of highlights on him on the network there. I honestly think that he can play anywhere you put him at. Coach.
You might be right. You might be right.
85-55. He kind of comes out like, you know, he reminds me a lot of some of the UK guards that Calipari's had there. You know, some of the smaller UK guards that he's had.
He's quick and athletic. Fun to watch. Have you got any scores over there? I'm trying to find.
I do. I've got Southwestern trailing Boyle County in the 12th right now, 40-39 at the end of the third quarter of play. 85-56 our score. 3:40 left to go here in this one. LCA will move on. As Bree Combs said, no doubt about it. Bree Combs over there, Burley Ridge Estates. Nicholasville.
You know, I think Scott County's still the team to beat in this region, but I think Scott County probably wants Bryan Station in the regional final, just from a matchup perspective.
Yeah.
Not to that is Hunt. I mean nothing negative towards Bryan Station, but matchup-wise, LCA and Madison Central just match up. It's a tougher matchup for Scott County. So
and they both got wins against Trinity.
This is true. This is true.
That's a common opponent win that they both got. There's a put up and in. Did not see who got that. Did you, Coach?
Yeah, I did. Number 30.
Okay, 30 is going to be
Elijah
Best. Yep, senior, 5'5".
Well, good for him.
They list him at 5'5", Coach. What do you think?
He's not much more than that.
That's a little generous, I think, honestly.
Well, it's good to see a senior come in and score in a regional tournament.
That's great.
Because Frankfort, this is only their second trip to this regional in the last 11 years. So good to see that happen. Clark County ends up beating Bracken County by 21. That could set up Scott County, or Clark County and Campbell County in the regional semifinal. That will be a unbelievable matchup.
Yeah. If we get that in the girls, that would be pretty big too.
Yes, absolutely. That 10th region has some good basketball.
87-58, Kyle Road checks out to a standing ovation from the LCA fans. You got a lot of blue in the crowd over there, but that's because there's a lot of Madison Central fans here getting ready for the next game.
19, 15, and 7. I'd say pretty strong effort for a regional quarterfinal from Mr. Kyle Road.
Yeah. 87-58 our score here in this one. LCA come out in that first quarter of play, and they lit it up. Will Hacker had an unbelievable game. 25 points in this one.
Seven of 8 3-point shooting.
Whew. Here's a long three from the senior. Couldn't get that one to go. Elijah Best is who that was.
Oh, if I'm in now for Frankfort or LCA, it's going up.
Yeah.
You're not coming out.
LCA's got some of the younger talent in there as well. Isaiah Hunt, he's trying to get some more there on the box score. There's a three, no good. McIntyre tried to come up with that rebound, but Frankfort, they'll take a three. That's Carter, no good. Big rebound. Coach, we're going to let the time wind out on this one.
Yeah, pretty impressive effort for LCA, that's for sure.
A lot of new faces out there. Dave Burkle watching tonight. Lillian Story watching. Sophia watching. Donna's watching. Peyton Riddle's watching. Peyton Riddle, she plays for Scott County, I believe, don't she?
Yeah, I think they're the team to beat in the girls as well.
87-58 our score. Again, 1:14 left to go in this one. Isaiah Hunt at the line for the Eagles.
You know, the only bad part about a night like tonight, going through your Twitter looking for scores, is UK's playing, so that takes up most of your Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. That falls down. Isaiah Hunt now with 7 in the ball game. And we got traveling called against.
Just a sub, they're subbing in.
Oh,
Call
okay.
timeout for sub, that's all.
The referee did that little Dusty Rhodes move, you know. Dusty always did that before he punched you. Remember that? 88-58 our score. LCA up by 30. And again, they're going to go on to play Bryan Station or Madison Central, whoever wins the next game. 3, short.
Well, Elijah's not getting cheated, that's for sure. That's 3 shots in about 90 seconds. I don't blame him. I would too.
He's got some good looks, and Eagles trying to get it back down on the other end of the court. Goes out of bounds. Coach Valentine giving some high fives over on the sideline to his players. We got a whole bunch more new LCA Eagles in there.
Well, as I said, it makes such a big difference to be able to play on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You don't play again. Because, you know, you play late Thursday night, you're turning around 36 hours. That's a quick turnaround. So LCA have that extra day off to get ready to go for Saturday's semifinal. It was 1:30 and 3:15, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Then the girls' final that night is 7:30, 8 o'clock?
Yep, 2 sessions that night. I believe if you pay for the early sessions, you get the 2 games, and then you come back. They clear out the arena, and then you come back. And
2 separate gates, so they have to do that. I should know. Our Franklin County girls have been there 3 years in a row. I should know what time they play. So they'll have a tough one Friday night against Allison Denton's Lafayette squad. They were impressive last night.
Yeah, I tell you, if Lafayette plays the way that they played, nobody can beat them other than Scott County maybe. If they play the same way that they played in that first quarter. Now, Franklin County, Joey Thacker, he's a mastermind. And by the way, he's also the offensive coordinator for LCA football. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Joey and our good buddies. It's fun to bounce things off of him and vice versa, and for him to have for me to have the opportunity to watch him in action every day. It's
can they get back? That's the thing, is they're trying to make it for, what is this, 5 years in a row?
This is their 5th year in a row in the regional semifinal. They've won 3 straight. So, you know, he's 10-0 in his last 10 regional games.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people go 10-0 in the region, especially in the 11th region.
Right.
There's just such good basketball here in Central Kentucky in this region. It's sometimes it isn't fun to play against since I'm a part of that region, but man, it sure is fun, like days like today, to watch the LCA play on the level they played.
Jam-packed. That was Jeremiah Cockrell who had a touch on it. Now Best, he'll take the jump shot. He's got another one. That's his 4th shot. Rebound, Eagles. And ball out of play. All smiles over there on the LCA sideline.
You put up 88 and you're up 30 in the first round of the regional tournament. There's a lot of reasons to smile.
Yep. Coach Valentine and his Eagles going to move on. Frankfort with the basketball, and it swinging over there in the right wing. Kick it back over to Best. He's looking inside now. Hook shot high off of the backboard. And time will expire in this one. LCA victorious. They move on. By the way, this is a historic moment for LCA. This is the farthest that, as a boys basketball team, they've ever been.
That's right. They got upset. I don't know if you'd call it an upset, losing to Allen Feldhouse in Madison Central last year, but good for Coach Valentine. He's done a fantastic job at LCA, and whoever they get Saturday afternoon is going to be a heck of a game.
Their first ever regional win. They've got their first ever All-A Classic State Championship this season, and their first ever regional win here tonight on the same floor.
Yeah, pretty impressive performance, and as I've said earlier, that when you can put the ball in the basket at the rate that they do, man, it's so hard to overcome, and it also covers up any deficiencies you might have. So they are a team that they look to be on a mission. They are playing at a high level, and to come down here on a college court. Of course, they've already played 4 games here before tonight down here this year, so yeah. I think that makes a big difference. And Saturday's shaping up, could potentially be an unbelievable semifinal, boys semifinal here in the 11th region.
Yeah. Hey, Will. Get Will Hacker on here. Here you go, Will. Will, man, talk to me about this big game you had here tonight. Just huge performance from you.
It was a fun environment. My teammates did a great job of finding me. I think overall it was a team effort. Everybody did their part.
Yeah. So you come out of the gate, man. You hit 7 3-pointers tonight. 7 of them. Were you just seeing the basket really well tonight, or what?
It looked big from the start. Yeah, I was feeling it in warm-ups, and I had a feeling it was going to be a good night.
Man, congratulations on a great night, Coach. You got anything for Will?
No, just keep it going, man. It's just an unbelievable night, and I'm more concerned about your golf game. We need to talk about that off the air, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you all.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Good job, man.
Thanks.
All right, so LCA goes on to victory here tonight against Frankfort, a very fast Frankfort team. But LCA, the dominant force in that one.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some final stats here. LCA finished 30 for 61. That's a little misleading. They shot the ball so well there in the first half. 10 of 19 from the 3, 18 for 24 from the line, 48 total rebounds. Going into the game, they're getting almost 35 rebounds a game. And tonight, 48 rebounds in a high school game is incredible. 18 assists on the 30 field goals. Got a little sloppy there at the end. They end up with 13 steals, whereas you look at Frankfort, 19 for 49, 0 for 9 from the 3, and 4 of 12 from the free throw line. If you look at the total statistics leading up into the night, LCA shoots the ball extremely well. Frankfort doesn't shoot the ball as consistently, and that kind of played out tonight. LCA on the glass, 48-28 over Frankfort. So just a dominating win, and the thing I was most impressed about on top of the first half is Frankfort kind of won. They won the second quarter, made a little run. Cody Carter hits the 25-footer at the buzzer, gets it under 20, and I mean LCA came out on fire. And like I mentioned, Coach Valentine made a conscious effort to pound it down low and take advantage of the size, and it paid dividends. And they went up from 19 to up 19 to 30 pretty quickly, and put the game away in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter.
Coach, always a pleasure to work with you here on PrepSpin, and we'd love to have you back anytime you want to come back, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. I plan on seeing you Saturday. I appreciate you having me, and man, if you're an LCA fan, you need to come out to the game. You need to watch these guys play. And,
exciting, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's Madison Central. We'll have a big crowd in here Saturday.
This place will probably be sold out for that one.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, so for Coach Tony Wise, who brought you the color here tonight and all the expertise about the basketball game, this is William Warfield, the King of Stream, saying until next time. So long, everybody.